Emigration, or Japa, which is a Yoruba slang meaning living for greener pastures and popularly used on social space, and is very popular recently and has been a common trend, especially with the tough economic realities in the country these days. According to a report published in 2021 by the Africa Polling Institute, 7 out of 10 Nigerians are willing to leave their country if given the opportunity. Why this growing trend? The head, Psychology Department, University of Uyo, Dr. Mfon Ineme, as well as the president, Akwa Association of Nigeria, AKISAN, Mr. akpan-iquot, lists some reasons.
When your father fails, you think of migrating, going to your neighbor's house, because they've made the house not convenient, not comfortable for the children to stay. Another reason is the issue of status. It's a status symbol in Nigeria. My son is abroad, my daughter is in UK. We have better schools outside. We have better medical facilities outside. We have better lighting outside. Now, nothing is the issue of remuneration. Poor pay. This problem of insecurity is a problem in this country.
So you have those on the one hand who choose to leave because they want to either start their education or they want to further their education. There's a lot of issues with Boko Haram, IPOB, and a bunch of other terrorist organizations, so they file asylum to move to America. You also have those who may suffer one ailment or the other. Maybe they cannot be treated in Nigeria, so they now apply for health visas so as to come to America to have that ailment treated. In many cases, they don't return. Then you have those, unfortunately, at the other end of the spectrum who emigrate here because of high unemployment, and that is mostly among the youth. So you have a lot of breadwinners who are not able to support their families, and out of desperation, they do whatever it takes to cross the Atlantic Ocean to move to America.
And until these matters are addressed, the tendency is that Nigerians will always be going outside.
Despite these reasons, the Special Assistant to the President, Public Affairs, Femi Adesina, seems to have different thoughts, which he shared while speaking on national television.
Not just now. The average Nigerian had always wanted to leave. They want to leave. They always believe that the grass is greener at the other side. If you think migrating legally is good for you, all well and good, by all means go. But you can't now say because people are leaving, then it's a sign that something is fundamentally wrong.
A report by the UK government shows that 13,609 Nigerian healthcare workers were granted visas in 2021, while Canadian immigration report indicates that 12,595 Nigerians relocated to Canada in 2019. Data from the Nigerian Immigration Service indicates that the number of passports granted rose by 38% between 2020 and 2021, as over 1 million passports were granted between these years, from the over 700,000 in previous years. While some respondents refused to be recorded on camera, as they said they were getting ready to migrate and feared their plans to become public knowledge, others who bared their minds said, if opportuned, they would love to leave the country.
Even right now, if someone can come out and they follow them now.
I'm not happy to be in this country. Not that I'm denying them, but I'm not happy to because things are too hard.
Like me, if I see the opportunity, I'm leaving. You know.
If I get wings, aeroplane is even time wasted. I will fly.
Others, however, said they would rather stay in their homeland.
Traveling or not traveling, I would say it's not too necessary.
Yeah, I won't go. I like my country.
For Nigerians who want to emigrate, the president, Akwa Association of Nigeria, USA Incorporated, AKISAN, Mr. akpan-iquot, advises that every process must be legal and that they must be prepared to start afresh if they must.
I left Nigeria for America in 1993. I had such lofty dreams about coming to America. I told myself within the first 6 months I would buy a car, build a house, get married, and go to school all at the same time. But boy, was I wrong. If you are coming to America, you have to think it through very carefully. The grass may not always be greener on the other side. You have to learn to humble yourself, be willing to start your life from scratch, and also to live within your means. It took me 6 months to get my 2 jobs, one as a bag boy at a supermarket and one as a cook. It took me an additional year to get my first car as well as to start school. And by the way, I went to school working 2 jobs at the same time. It was so frustrating that at a point I contemplated returning to Nigeria.
Mercy Ekere, AKBC News.